All right. Howdy folks, Jay Boone from Emerald City Guitars down here in lovely Pioneer Square in downtown Seattle. And I'm here with my pick of the day. And man, today I have a really cool throwback guitar. And this brings back a lot of memories for me. I got here an original 1962 Silvertone model 1423 or Jupiter guitar and the matching Silvertone model 1472 amplifier. Now these came into my shop from the original owner, and this cat walked in, and if you look right here, his name was Norm, and on the truss rod cover he told me that his mom put that on there when he first got this guitar when he was a kid, so he'd know exactly whose guitar this was, and everybody else would know as well. So these are just awesome little guitars, man, and what a combination. This is just takes me back to my childhood, man, and these are the guitars I played in the 60s. I'm an older cat, and this is what we could afford, and this is what we could find in the catalog, and man, they did not disappoint. This guitar here is in the black gold metallic finish, which if you look at this thing, is just in fantastic condition. You can see the little gold speckles in that black finish, and it's just in pristine shape, man. And, these are a semi-hollow guitar, so they're chambered inside, so very light, but not at all top heavy. You've got a Rosewood fretboard, Brazilian Rosewood, of course, from that era, so it's top notch, man. 2 DeArmond pickups. These pickups sound incredible, and a lot of guys just rob these old guitars for the pickups only and put them into cooter casters and things like that. And the feel of this neck is awesome, man. So that's a Brazilian Rosewood fretboard, and you can see it has binding up the side of the neck and the big block inlays, that mother of pearl. Just a real cool, kind of fancy model. And I'm leaving the Norm name on that truss rod cover because Norm was the original guy, man, so we want to leave her on there. Really unique, cool guitar that was so affordable when I was a kid and still is in the grand context of things. If you look at this design, basically what you have is you have the 2 pickups with a volume and tone control for each pickup. And they did a really unique setup on these where this is your pickup selector switch. So down is the treble pickup, all the way up is the bass pickup. And then in the middle, they have this blend control with a knob where you can blend the 2 pickups together. So very unique, very innovative for its time. And of course the floating Rosewood bridge, which is adjustable height-wise here. And then for your intonation, you just kind of turn it side to side. And man, this is what I learned to play on, man. A lot of those old 60s tunes, 50s tunes, just in great original condition. Now these guys were built by Harmony, I believe 59 through 62, and Harmony called their version the Stratotone. But the Silvertone models, the model 1423 is commonly known as the Jupiter. So they're really into space age stuff back then, and it was really just a great time to learn how to play guitar, and I even remember seeing some of the top bands back in those days playing these things. I think maybe even Keith Richards I saw playing a Stratotone. And so they were just cool guitars that were very functional. And if you're a kid, man, it's what you could afford. Now I also had an amp like this exactly back in the day. And unfortunately, what I did is we all wanted piggybacks like the big boys had, you know, the Fender head and cab like the Showmans and Bandmasters. So I took mine into woodshop and I cut that off, took the bottom of this and put it on there, and I had a head, and then I built a big old cabinet in woodshop and put that 12-inch speaker in there, and you know, kind of a stupid thing to do, but it looked good on stage. So this is a great little amp, man. This has 2 6v6s, so you're running about the same power as a Fender Tweed Deluxe. And it's got a 12-inch Jensen speaker in it as well, so just a cool little affordable amp in its day. Had tremolo in it with speed and intensity, and then 2 separate channels, one that's marked as microphone and the other as instrument, with a separate volume and tone for each one of those channels. Now I found that the microphone input on these amplifiers is generally the hottest input there, so more often than not we plug into there and crank the thing up and get a little fuzz going through those DeArmonds, man. So just what a cool set, man. This guy even had the original case intact when he brought it in. You can see the two-tone gray and cream with that awesome red velvet lining. This is just a great little set, man. And if you're nostalgic about these things like me, man, jump on this. It's fully functional, sounds great. And we're gonna turn it over to our own Ian Crawford here in a couple seconds here, and he's gonna plug this in and show you what this thing will do. So there you go, man. Check her out. All right, so there you have it, an original one-owner matching set. We got the 1962 Silvertone Jupiter guitar and the matching little model 1472 Silvertone amplifier, and that's my pick of the day.